a spicy little double stop groove that you can apply to the 1, 4, and 5 chords, plus how to win a Paranormal Stratocaster. Welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons for another lick of the week. Today we're going to be jamming in the key of A, learning a lick that you can apply to a guitar solo, or you can kind of interject into your rhythm whenever you want to add a little bit of movement and melody into your track. But before we get there, I want to introduce to you my latest giveaway. The other day I was hanging out in Grassroots Music Store in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's a great little store. And I happened upon this amazing guitar. It's the Squier Paranormal Nashville Custom Stratocaster. And it's absolutely killer. For those of you who don't know, Squier has really upped the quality of its builds, and this guitar is a great example of that. Just take a look at this two-tone chocolate sunburst, the binding going around the body. It's not something you're used to seeing with Squier. Just a really beautiful guitar. The neck feels great, the frets are smooth, it bends like a dream. This guitar, I would reach for this over even some American Stratocasters. So if you're interested in grabbing this thing, you can text me the word paranormal via the number right here on the screen, or you can click the link down below. All right, now let's take a close look at the fretboard. We're gonna get started learning some scale positions, then I'll break down that lick for you step by step, and also how to transpose it. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, jumping into section 1 of this lesson, getting down some prerequisite scales, so that way this lick will make sense to you. Basically, you want to be able to picture the minor blues scale being combined with the major pentatonic scale. So the minor blues scale key of A will be okay, so that was 5/8, 5/6/7, 5/7. That's one octave right there. Next we have 5/7/8, 5/8, 5/8. With your root note being right there on the 5th fret of the high E string. Okay, so that scale will work over both major and minor progressions, whether it be blues or rock music. But if you want to get a little bit of that major flavor, you need to combine it with the major pentatonic scale. All right, so that's 5/7, 4/7, 4/7, 4/6, 5/7, 5/7. When you combine those two scales together, you have so many different possibilities to imply the one chord, in this case A or A major or A dominant 7. You can also imply the notes that are inside D dominant 7. Okay, so many different possibilities there. All right, now the other thing that you need is to basically just take this and apply it to the D string. Because right there, we have the upper extension of the minor blues scale. All right, and with those tools in mind, we're gonna be able to understand how this really sweet lick works. Okay, so let's get it down part by part. We're starting off with this kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan style walk up. All right, so that was 7, 4, 7, 4. Next, double stops. I'm going to play 5 and 5 on the G and B strings and hammer up a half step on the G string. Right here is the major third of the one chord A. All right, so next I'll go to the root note right there on the 7th fret of the D string. Next I'm going to go 7 and 7 and then go back to the root note once again. All right, now here, upper extension. of that minor blues scale. I'm gonna play. One more time, get that into your ear. All right, so I'm in the 8th fret position. I'm going to play 8 and 8 and hammer up a half step on the G string. Next, an upstroke with my pick on the B and G string before sliding down, kind of dragging 8 going down to 7 before playing 10, 7. That was the D string and the G string. Put that together, we have. Now look how I'm using hybrid picking as I play through here. That was a double pluck, the pick, double pluck, pick, and double pluck again. Before. All right, put that together, we have. You can play it straight, or you can kind of speed up that middle part and syncopate it. Now, transposing this lick is very, very simple. Simply take that minor blues scale and switch it up to the 10th fret position. Now, everything's going to be relative. All right, just transposing it up to the key of D. Now, if you take that up a full step, picture your scales. We just transposed the scales to the key of E. Now we can find our lick. So now you can kind of see how we can apply this to a full 12-bar blues. Let's give it a try. We'll have 4 rounds on the A chord. 1, 2, 3. Then the 4 chord. Back to the 1. The 5 once. The 4 chord once. And back to the 1. Then if you want to close up shop. Alright, so there I played the beginning of the lick, the double stop. Then a walk up, A string. And then a little piece of an E dominant 7 chord. All right, so that was 4, 5, 6, and then fret in the chord 7, 6, 7. All right, before resolving to an A or an A7 chord. Okay, so there you have it, a great little lick to practice. The next step for you is to see if you can transpose it to a completely different key. So try it in the 3rd fret position, key of G. Try it in another common key, key of C. Think about your scales, and then everything's going to be relative. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, if you need some extra guidance, you can head over to patreon.com/swiftlessons. There I'm going to have a full PDF study guide with tabs and also an audio track to help you along. Also, if you want to win this guitar, just text me Paranormal at the number you see here on the screen, or you can click the link down in the description. Big thanks to my patrons for making all these lessons possible. Until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore saying happy picking.